All right, guys, so package number 4 today, the first half of it is going to be a combination of air squats, hang dumbbell squat cleans, and then a dumbbell burpee ground to overhead. Now, the air squat, we'll just kind of take it piece by piece here. I know it's a kind of simple foundational movement. We want to make sure you're doing 2 things. One, your knees are out and your chest is up. So the knees out, chest up. You watch how Matt squats down here. It's going to help keep his chest tall, and the knees out over the toes will provide the opening in the hip to get the hips down below the top of the knee. All right. Second thing of that air squat is, like I said, make sure you get your hips below the top of your knee. So if he'll do one more rep here, he's going to fully squat down. It just ensures that that muscle is being worked across the full range of motion. Now, the hang dumbbell squat clean, building upon the air squat, we're going to give you a dumbbell. It is from the hang, so above the knee. He is going to dip, drive the dumbbell to his shoulder, and then pull himself under into that squat. And if his timing's down, he is going to drive up and then catch himself in the bottom of the squat. But the squat remains the same as the air squat, knees out, chest up. The dumbbell burpee ground to overhead, holding onto that element, it's going to be performing a burpee. As he comes up out of it, wide position, swing it like a kettlebell, driving directly overhead, ending in that snatch position. So we'll see as he uses momentum, it does create quite a bit of weightlessness to that element, which will make it a lot easier. Now, the second half of the workout, you've got L-sits or a side plank, and then you have a Superman hold. So for the L-sit, you can do a pair of rings, you can hang from a pull-up bar, you can hang from anything really. If you don't have access to any of that, a pair of chairs will get the job done. So Matt's going to brace through the chairs. Hands should be just outside the hips, so make sure your element is close enough that you're nice and secure. Make sure it's not going to slide out on you either. This is option 1, which is the hardest, with the legs extended out in front of you. Option 2, knees tucked up. That is going to be kind of a little bit easier way, but still it's going to rip up that midline. All right? You're holding for a full 40 seconds. Now, the option to that is a side plank, and you can do it through the elbow. You can do it through the arm. It's really up to you. We'll have Matt demo here. If you do it through the arm, the shoulder is going to come into play a little bit more. If you do it through the elbow, it's going to be mainly the midline. But as long as you keep a straight line from the shoulder to the hip to the heel, you'll be good to go. Now, the Superman hold, you'll be on your belly. This is going to be a little low back and glute activation. From here, Matt's going to bring his chest up, arms out in front of him, and then he is locking out his legs, so flexing his quad, keeping the knees off the ground, and the glutes are nice and engaged. So this will just kind of help to brace much of the way a plank works the midline. This movement is going to work the low back, the glutes, and the hamstrings to a certain degree. All right, enjoy, guys.